Howdy y'all and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time we play a little 7 Days to Die. That's what was in there. Nothing. A hunting rifle bolt, which I guess I'll turn into scrap iron, and a couple of rifle stocks. Actually, I think one of those was a shotgun stock, but whatever. It's not useful to me. Let's see, did I check up here? I still can't work the ladder. The answer is no, I did not check up here. So, I finally got a chance to watch 7 Days to Die. Wait, no, that's what I'm playing. I finally got a chance to watch... The Walking Dead. That's the name of that show. 7 Days to Die. What was wrong with my brain? Not enough sleep. This cold is leaving me with not enough sleep. Hopefully it goes away soon. Oh, do I have a shirt on? I don't remember if I have a shirt on or not. I do not. What did I just pick up? I don't want it. Put it back. Oh, I was wearing a tank top. But yeah, this week's episode of Walking Dead was pretty good. I don't know when they're gonna have their fall finale. I feel like they just started, but they don't usually have that many episodes, so we've got to be getting pretty close. And ooh, I look like a ninja with some ugly. I've got no shoes. Weird. Everybody ran away with their shoes. Oh look, I like brown better than red. I just scrapped it though instead of wearing it. Whoops. That was not my plan. Okay, that was really creepy looking there for a second. I don't know what's going on with that cactus shadow. This week's episode was all about Daryl and Abraham. Pretty much. And it was quite enjoyable. I don't know that I liked it as much as the previous week's episode. That was all about why can't I remember his name? The guy with the stick. But I did like it quite a bit. I really like the stuff with Daryl. That was probably my favorite parts of the episode. I really like how much Daryl has changed since the beginning of the show, and how he couldn't leave those people behind. And then they turned around and took his stuff. So now he's probably gonna hunt them down and kill them. But you know, that's a different story. This is gonna break my axe. What's it called? It's called a stone axe. But yeah, the stuff with Daryl was really good. It picks up from a couple weeks ago where Daryl was on his motorcycle with Sasha and Abraham. Were in a car and they were leading the zombies away from Alexandria. And while they're out doing their thing, they get attacked at the beginning of the episode by some of the wolves, I think. And it's a long way through this door. I hope it's worth it. And so after they get attacked, they get separated, and Daryl winds up in the woods, and he runs into a trio. that's a man and this woman and her sister, and they're on the run from, I'm assuming, the wolves. Maybe Negan. I'm pretty sure they're on the run from Negan. And because the one sister, you know, is sick, and so they took some stuff. Oh man, now there's a safe to bust through. That's gonna take 10 hours. Turn my volume down a little bit then. And yeah, so that was pretty good. I liked the whole forest has like been burnt out. I thought that was pretty cool. And the people had taken a fuel truck and emptied it in the forest and then set it on fire, and then that burned up all the zombies that were chasing them. They talked about how they thought that everybody was trying to fight back against the zombies, and that it would all be over when everybody finished fighting off the zombies, and they didn't realize that everybody had already been pretty much killed off. So they talked a lot about Negan, and I think it's Negan, right? Isn't that how you pronounce his name? And how he's making everybody bow to him. And they talked about how first they joined up with that group because you know, safety in numbers, and then it slowly devolved into the you know, the type of post-apocalyptic hellhole you'd expect when there's no law. And but yeah, the one sister, she has diabetes, and so they stole some insulin. And so Negan sent some people. I'm assuming it's Negan. It might not be Negan. I could be totally wrong. But they sent some people after him to bring him back, and they thought Daryl was one of those people, and so they saw Daryl, and then they hit him in the head with a shovel, because that's what you do in The Walking Dead, is you hit people in the head with a shovel. And so after he woke up, they bound his hands and told him they would shoot him if he talked, and he finally got free from them when some of the guys showed up, and he took off running, and that's when he opened the sack that they were carrying that he grabbed and ran off with, found the insulin, and then he brought back the sack, and then when he went to leave, some of the wolves showed up. I think they're wolves, and attacked, and then he helped lead the people away. Here we go. Oh, I don't think we really got anything. Oh man, there is a lot of shotgun parts in here, though, that I could probably use to put together a shotgun. I have not. Receiver, parts, and a short barrel. Ugh. Not my favorite. I already have a pistol, so I don't need that. I don't know that I have the shotgun book yet, so that might not be helpful at all to grab those. Okay. I don't know what I just did, but that's not what I was expecting to happen. I ought to take that. Nope. Anybody remember what button turns on my headlamp? Button turns on my headlamp. Nothing turns on my headlamp. Nice. Okay, what's G do for me? G is God mode, apparently, if I'm in creative. I'm not in creative, so Let's go ahead and stick that on G. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keep your hands free for your weapons. And then after Daryl let him off, after bringing back the stuff and not killing them, they totally stole his motorcycle. I should probably keep that. I guess you guys will have to go. You should probably go too. That stuff's useful, but not at the moment. I still need to find a cooking pot. I haven't found a cooking pot yet. Whoa. I almost knocked over my bowl of ice cream that I'm going to eat after this is over. I like my ice cream to get a little melty. So I made a bowl before starting my recording. I figure by the time I'm done with this in the next episode, it should be good and melted. I also threw in a handful of peanuts and some chocolate powder too, so they were making malts. I didn't want a malt. I thought just some ice cream sounded good. But yeah, I couldn't believe they stole his bike. Come on, people. He was nice to you. Ah, there we go. Some boots. Abraham, on the other hand, he has gone crazy. And he doesn't know what to do with himself now that they've reached civilization. And he is becoming reckless. And Sasha was at the point where she was basically trying to kill herself, and she's over that now. And so Abraham went with her because he thought it was dangerous, and so Sasha's all calm and in control of herself again, and Abraham is gone crazy. And what's really crazy though is that during the episode they were hiding out, and he totally found a rocket launcher and some rockets for it. Or, you know, I'm not really sure if that was a rocket launcher. An RPG, maybe. I'm really not sure what kind of thing that was. We go with rocket launcher. I know there's different kinds, and I think a rocket launcher... It's a bazooka. Maybe he has a bazooka. Rocket launcher has the rockets inside of it, right? Not, I don't know. I don't know. You'd think all the games I play, I might know the difference between the types of rocket launchers that are out there. I actually think I was thinking of a Stinger missile when I was thinking of rocket launcher. They're all kind of the same to me. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade, right? And you got a rocket launcher, and you got a bazooka. I think a bazooka... It's not a bazooka. It must be a rocket launcher. Yep. I don't know. I'm going to go with rocket launcher. But even a rocket launcher and a bunch of rockets for it. They're not rockets, are they? I don't know. Whatever. And he got like nose to nose with a zombie, just screaming in its face. And then the zombie broke free and fell on the ground below and left the rocket launcher behind. And then he put on a military coat. Like, I'm not sure which branch it belongs to, but he's wearing a military coat now. Oh, another safe. I don't have the supplies to break that open. I don't have enough grass with me to make another stone axe. And there's no way I'm getting that thing done with one partially broken stone axe. But I can step out here and grab some real quick. Or I can punch the ground, one of the two. But yeah, that was pretty much the whole episode. It was just those two stories. I did not see the what's coming up. But I did watch and thoroughly enjoyed the new Into the Badlands, which I know isn't zombies or horror, but come on right after it, and it was fun. I like kung fu movies, and it is a kung fu movie, at least so far. It's kind of along the lines of oh, what was that one that had Russell Crowe in it? Was the Man with the Iron Fist? No. It's the one that had all the different assassins, and Lucy Liu was in it, and maybe it was Mel Gibson that was in it. Man, I can't remember. But it's something like that. It's post-apocalyptic. Dude, I need to take that with me. Actually, I need to go ahead and make myself a first aid kit with that. Whatever happened, the wars wiped out civilization, and the area that it takes place in is called the Badlands, and there are 6 barons who now control the area. And it's not like they control the entire country of the United States or anything like that, because obviously there are cities outside of that, because that's kind of what they set up in the first episode. But they control 6 areas, and the main character is a clipper, which is what they call their soldiers, and he works for, I did not catch anybody's name. His name is Sonny. That's probably the only name I'll remember. There's the Baron. I don't know if they ever gave his name. There's the Widow, who killed her husband, who was a Baron. But yeah, that was pretty good. It was Sonny was sent out to find out what happened to one of their caravans of new slaves, and he found them all dead, and one of the shackles was unlocked, and so he realized that they had taken whoever it was, and so he looks around and he sees some smoke in the distance, and so he heads off over there and finds a group of guys who are the ones who took the prisoner, and then he fights them and kills them. And after he kills him, he opens up this trunk that the leader of the group was sitting on, and there's this kid in there who's like, I don't know, how old he is. In his late teens somewhere. And so he takes him back to the Baron, and it looks to me, and I don't know because they only showed the Baron's place so far and one town for 2 seconds, but it looks to me like they've split up who controls what. Those are better than the ones I took. And so the Baron controls opium production. And so he has all these fields of poppies, which looked awesome. And so like Sonny rides a motorcycle, and so they show Sonny driving this kid back to the Baron through fields of poppies, and it looked awesome. I think it might be based off a comic book. It might not be, but I saw a clip, something about how it's supposed to be a great comic book style movie or show, and it really does seem like it. And then the widow, she controls oil, maybe, because they made a comment about they discovered the widow is the one who attacked the convoy, and she wanted this kid that he brought back, and so they want to know why the widow was attacking the Baron's convoy, because they need the oil from the widow, they said, to process their poppies into opium. So I assume they mean gasoline. I don't know how you make opium from poppies. I thought you just dried the sap. I could be wrong. Because I'd imagine that if I was an opium producer, I wouldn't be doing this. You might. I don't know. Maybe it's a good hobby for opium producers. I'd like to think I'd have a little more money than what I have. Oh, did you see it? Right there it is. Something's gotta go. Glue, you're gone. I got to have a cooking pot. Anyway, so yeah, it was pretty interesting. The kid is not human, or not 100% normal human. He got in a fight. They allow all the slaves. That's weird. All the slaves who were brought in to try out for the Baron's clippers. And so the kid says he doesn't want to do it, and then Sonny's like, you don't got a choice. Everybody's got to try. And so they take the kid, and when he goes out to the group of guys who are out there, one of the kids who's been there longer grabs the necklace he's wearing and yanks it off of him, and he tells him to give it back, and the guy he punches the guy, I think, and tries to get his necklace back, and then later at the end of the episode, he gets attacked by that kid again. I say kid, but they're like 18. So okay, I'm just gonna swap this out for this one. And so while they're fighting, the kid's lip gets split open, and he looks at his blood, and then his eyes just go all black. And and so then he's like suddenly, Superman, and kid goes at him again, and he spins sideways away from the kid and kicks him in the chest so hard that he flies across the room and hits a mirror, which causes the glass to shatter off. And because he kicked him so hard, the the glass comes flinging out toward the kid, and the kid snatches a piece out of midair and throws it back into the other kid's eye while Sonny's watching this go down. And so when Sonny looked at the necklace the kid had, he realized it matched a compass that he has. It's the only thing he has that's a clue to where he came from, because they found him as a child, and so Sonny doesn't know where he came from. And then the widow also talked to Sonny about the kid, saying that she wanted him, and Sonny helped him escape. And then Sonny also found out that some woman is pregnant with his child, which is forbidden on punishment of death. So I don't know what the deal's with that, because they haven't really explained everything yet. But it was pretty good, and the fight scenes are really good. There was hand-to-hand. Well, I guess some of them had weapons, but Sonny fought. It's all groups of people. They haven't really had too many one-on-one combats yet. They had Sonny fought six people at the beginning, and then he fought another group of 6 people with swords later in the show. But that's a good one too. I like that one quite a bit. I am looking forward to the next episodes of that. But I actually managed to survive today without dying, so that's a big plus. I have not found the all-important leather book, because I don't think that exists. I can't get anything done until I find that leather book. It'd be nice to find some better tools than this. Although I haven't found the appropriate tool, I don't think, for opening up this safe anyways. It's almost not worth it, it feels like. It takes so long to get these open, and then there's like 3 things inside, and it's always gun parts. Like, nobody had any weapons left over. I don't get to come up on any... Well, it's the same thing as locks, right? 99% of the doors in the game are locked, even though there's nobody in the house. You'd think at least some of the doors would be unlocked, especially inside the house. It's also weird that all the houses have boarded up doorways and stuff on the inside. I get that some of them might, like people boarded themselves up to get away from the zombies, but every house, really? I don't think so. Oh, you think this thing's gonna crack before I finish my episode? Come on. I've been hammering at you a while now. Break. Maybe we can trick it here. Fill back up my stamina so my axe hits harder. Break, safe, break. I'm really glad I put on this helmet. I like it a lot. Look at that, man. Zombies are coming in. You took so long. Oh. Remember I said I didn't die this episode? Alright. I'm gonna call it here then. So I didn't make it all the way through the episode. And I didn't get that safe open. Click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.